Mashiane, politically incorrect. The last time we spoke about the court case that has went, is it 2-0, is it 2-1? What does it mean? We spoke about how Jabulani Khumalo has went to pursue a correction of their matter. So they wanted to retain their directorship into Mkhonto Wesizwe. Like I said, people contacted me, so no, Mashan, you are wrong. This case is actually a win for the Jabulani Khumalo people, because it's not Jabulani Khumalo as an individual, it's Jabulani Khumalo and the people. And we showed you on the podcast who are these people. So I'm joined by Umashoban Lampula Sawbon. Unjan. I don't think I'm the only one who's confused. The last time we were here, I did indicate that I'm very confused. For instance, this is my understanding. I'm just going to paint it and I want you to correct me. So, in this court case that you explained to us in the podcast before you left, you said you and the other directors are going to courts to request that the courts grant you reinstatement into the CPIC records that identify you and the other directors as the legitimate directors of the NGO, the NPC, that is Mkhonto Wesizwe. And when you went to court, even though it was dismissed with cost, you gotten what you wanted, even though you did not get it in court, because by the time you went to court, the re-registration of yourselves to be in MKP was already granted, and it is with those bases that the judge granted you punitive measures to say you brought the matter here while you are already registered. So this is a layman's view of what has happened. Do you want to explain it better? Am I in line with what the narrative is?
You just said it fully incorrect. There is no other way to explain it.
Okay, thank you. So, how many are you, for the benefit of those who did not listen to our other podcast, how many are you in that NPC who are legitimately registered, and where do you go from here?
We are 7 directors on the NPC, and from here we're preparing to go to one last round in court to take back the organization, the IEC part. Because this one was only on the CIPC. So now we're going for the setting aside of the court order from the IEC.
Is there any evidence that's going to be used, meaning that this victory that you just had on a technical basis, and I do emphasize that this victory that you just scored recently, and I know you having a gripe at people like myself, people like the SABC, who says you guys lost, and of course we are judging by the way the judge framed it. You have a problem with the way it was judged, meaning that everyone looks at you as if you are a loser. But this is actually a big win for you. But does this big win translate to confidence going back to, because I'm calling it back, going back to go and claim the MK party registration with the IEC? Is it going to help that CIPC has now recognized you as the legitimate directors?
Well, yes, definitely it will. The court will have to take the transcripts from this one. When we go to court, we will quote it as one of our victory, and we certainly sure we will get another victory at the SCA.
Can you explain this matter to me and the audience. The last time you were there, it must have been last year. What happened? Why did you end up losing that? What technical basis did they use?
Thank you so much for allowing me to explain that one. What has happened last year, if the public could remember, Zuma had just lied that he expelled me, so he's taken away my rights to be in parliament and also to lead the party because of the fraud that he did on that letter to put him as a president of Umkhonto weSizwe. So because of that, the elections were where it had just gone past, and the list to parliament, I was number one. I was supposed to go to parliament. So we had to do an agent application. When we were doing the agent application, we had not yet gone and looked for the proper people that will give us the correct, what they call it, the experts who will look in the 3 letters, my 2 letter and the 1 letter that came from Zuma to IEC to say which one is an authentic signature of mine. So because of that, we lost the case. They said as much as it's agent, but you should first get the aspect, because the court cannot just take mere signatures and say, yes, this one is Khumalo's, this one is not. So because you didn't bring the signature aspect reports, then you are penalized. So they penalized me. So after that, I had to go and look for the credible signature aspects, of which we found, and we've got everything ready. We're going to court now, and we're very confident that the court will turn this thing aside, and then we will take over the party immediately.
Pardon me for not understanding the court jargon. Maybe someone who's listening might help me if you can't help me yourself. So there's acquittal, there's throwing out, there's throwing out of the roll, whatever it is, of which they actually mean different things. So was yours taken out of the roll, or saying go and fix your matters, we are kicking you out of this court until you come back? Is it that case, or it was just acquitted, you must no longer bring this matter in front of a judge? What was the case when you were given the judgment?
The judgment said that I did not bring proof of my signature, that it was forged. So because of that, the case will be what they call
thrown
it.
Out?
I think it's something like that.
Okay.
So that's why we have to bring a fresh application and then go to court with it.
All right, Tate Mbulazi, congratulations on your victory, and good luck for what you are going to do ahead. For now, those who support you, what's the word that you can give them?
I want to say, my brother, the people of South Africa, the members of MK has won. This victory is theirs. And I want to say and give them confidence that as we coming back as the directors, we want to work with them hand in hand. We want to listen to them. We want them to come closer and tell us exactly what we need to do. We don't want to dictate over them, but they must help us to lead this party correctly the way they want, and also they must make sure that whatever we do, they monitor us and they correct us when we're doing something wrong.
Thank you very much, Tate Khumalo.
Thanks, Baba Sebo.
Bye. Thank you very much. Bye. That's Mbulasi. Tell me what you feel about it. So the matter is not over yet. The matter is not over. He keeps fighting. So the MK party has a challenge on its hands. let's talk about the eventualities. Let's say he does win. Let's just talk about he does win. If he does win, he will be an illegitimate, well, should I say president or leader. The reason I'm saying so is he will win control of the organization, but not the politics of the organization. Meaning that would the people resign, leave all their stuff and leave? I don't think so. But he will have control. But control, does it mean will he summon people to come to the party? Those who do not want to come to the party, for example, Floyd Shivambu, can he say, now that I'm in control, I'm calling Floyd Shivambu back? Can he do that? Because the big scheme of things is about, and I'm sure you can't say, I'm going to open umkhonto, and this one will be umkhonto wesizwe. He can't open umkhonto because the IEC registration is very stringent. He won't be allowed to open it. So we'll have to find if in case Jabulani Khumalo wins, so which chances are very unlikely. They're not unlikely because he's got a weak case. They're unlikely because I don't see him finding legal experts to pursue the thing that he says he wants to do. You know, I spoke to him twice before, and in those instances I spoke about, it looks like it's not difficult to prove if you've got tangible proof. Like the CPIC matter, we spoke about it even before it was heard by the court, to say, if you've got all this evidence that you say you have, I don't see why the judge can't grant you an order that indicates that you are indeed the legitimate people, because he talked about the one-time pins and stuff, because whoever was trying to take it away from him, they were using it online. It looks like it's a clear-cut thing. And then on this matter, if he's got experts who can prove that signatures were forged, and IEC, you know, when we spoke with Mbulazi, the first podcast we did, he stated something. There was a point where him, Jabulani Khumalo, and the IEC were very, I don't know if it's Janet Love, but they were exchanging communication. And he said, no, it's fine. Give it to them. IEC, yes, give this to them. But is it what he said, give it to them? Was it the entire registration of the party, or was saying Jacob Zuma is the president? Because this is what he will have to contest. Because he has in the past said, he did indicate that IEC should recognize Jacob Zuma as the party leader. Because at the time, he had been, according to him, he had been swindled into a corner to agree for Jacob Zuma becoming the leader of Umkhonto weSizwe, as the president. This was the time that they wanted his face to go on the poll. Jacob Zuma's face. This is the matter. So, will he get good enough technical lawyers who will come with experts aligned? Does he have to go to Beirut? Can he afford Beirut? Does he have pockets so deep that people will not, like, for instance, you ask yourself with such cases, why doesn't he go to people like Nukaitobi, for example? I mean, advocates are plenty out there who might want to take this and make it understandable for us, because it's so very complex. I don't know, but Mashane politically correct, it's what it is. Who's the advocate from the PSL? I forgot him. But it looked like it's a clear-cut thing. They just have to get some experts to come and prove whatever he says is true. And then this thing would be water under the bridge. Machine politically correct. later down. Sure.